Welcome to Stacks Weekly on Data Science. This podcast is all about making data science and machine learning knowledge accessible and less intimidating. Today, we are going to talk about segmentation. This episode is based on the tech blog titled From Data to Insights: Segmenting Airbnb's Supply, written by their data science team. You can find the blog link in this episode's description. Throughout this episode, we will explore this topic from both the business and technical angles. Now, let's dive in. On the business side, let's take a look at the problem to be solved. Airbnb is one of the largest online marketplaces for short-term rentals. As of August 2025, the company is valued around $80 billion, with a global footprint that spans over 220 countries and regions. It has millions of listings on their site, and the platform supports a highly diverse base of both guests and hosts. For Airbnb, the hosts are considered as supplies because they offer their homes for rental. On the supply side, Airbnb accommodates everything from weekend-only suburban homes to full-time vacation rentals and professionally managed properties. That variety is a key strength of the platform, but it's also a source of complexity. Given there are so many different diverse of hosts on the platform, a host who rents out their homes for just a few weekends a year may behave very differently from one running a vacation rental business full-time. So when it comes to about designing new product features, creating promotions, it's very important to know how different segments of supply might respond. To deliver a great user experience and manage a healthy marketplace, Airbnb needs a structured understanding of its supply. So this is where the data science teams set out to build a robust and scalable segmentation framework, the ones that can reflect real behavior differences in how listings operate, and that can be applied consistently across teams and systems. Now that we understand the business problem to solve, let's shift gear and dive into the technical side to see how the problem is tackled. The goal here is to create supply segments that are interpretable, useful, and aligned with the business model. Traditional methods like RMF segmentation, which stands for recency, frequency, and monetary value, isn't a good fit here. That's because Airbnb's supply isn't driven by purchases, but by calendar-based availability. So the team began with exploratory analysis to identify the right features that could capture meaningful differences in listing behavior. They eventually landed on 4 key metrics. The first metric is about availability rate. This measures the portion of days in a year that the listing is open for booking. The second metric is about the strictness. This looks at whether a listing's availability is scattered or concentrated in longer, continuous blocks. The third metric is about quarters with availability. This tells you how many quarters in a year the listing had at least some availability. And finally, the last feature is about max consecutive months available, the longest uninterrupted stretch of time the listing was open. These 4 metrics gave the team a structured way to measure both how much and how consistently a listing is available. With those features in place, they used an unsupervised machine learning algorithm to group listings into clusters with similar behavior patterns. And the algorithm here used is a very commonly known k-means clustering algorithm. Now, the clustering itself is a common method, but what's happened after the algorithm is very important. The team didn't just take the clusters at their face values. They evaluated them through analysis and expert review. They asked the question, do these groupings actually make sense from a human and business standpoint? Do they reflect real differences in how listings are used? To make those segments easier to understand and communicate, the team assigned human-readable labels like always on, part-time, or event-motivated. These labels helped everyone, from engineers to analysis to product managers, to get a clear picture about what each segment represents. Once the segments were validated, the next step was operationalization. Airbnb needs a way to assign those segments to new and updated listings at scale and in real time. So the team trained a supervised machine learning model based on the previous data results from the clustering algorithm. And the supervised learning algorithm here is a decision tree classifier. Once the decision tree classifier was trained, it could predict the appropriate segment for any given listing quickly and consistently. This is a two-step approach: unsupervised learning for discovery and supervised learning for deployment. It allows the team to generate meaningful insights through clustering and then translate those insights into a repeatable system. And once the segmentation framework was in place, it opens the door for a range of applications. In personalization, for instance, Airbnb now can tailor search results and promotions based on a listing's segment. In experimentation, it can help to balance test groups and understand how many supply types react to changes. So across the company, it gives the team a consistent language for describing the supply side of the marketplace. All of this makes the segmentation not just a one-time analysis, but an operational tool that drives smarter decisions across product, marketing, and the data teams. Now we've discussed both the business problem and the technical solution. Let's wrap it up. In this episode, we explored how Airbnb tackled the challenge of supply segmentation. The team built a structured framework that combines unsupervised clustering and supervised modeling to classify listings into meaningful supply personas based on availability behavior. This approach enables the company to enhance personalization and provide a better understanding of its global supply base. If you like the content of this episode, please subscribe to the channel, give me a 5-star review, and leave a comment. Your feedback is very appreciated, and I'll see you next week.